First class trailer trash.
Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I said I was giving something away, so let's do it.
That's right, Joey. I've been teasing the giveaway. In the last video, I announced the start of the jackpot giveaway. We're starting things off with a sealed copy of PlayStation 3's Destiny. And before you go thinking to yourself, oh Joey, oh boy, that's what I've been dying for, I have to have it, I'll be adding another item to this video alone, so make sure you keep watching. If I can't get you to subscribe, I'll bribe you to. And we'll be adding more items in the next video and the video after that, until I hit 500 or 1,000 subscribers, depending on how fast we move. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be absolutely epic.
Most of the stuff, like, hey, a different pair of shoes. And a lot of times you can buy the upgrade.
Did you just grab my butt? I know your tricks. Who's ready for story time with Trailer Trash, baby? I'm up in GameStop and the manager's talking to the employee, being like, hey man, I got these posters. If you don't want them, I'm going to throw them in the dumpster. But the employee took them. That's where I interrupted. I was like, hey, you got anything else you want to give away? He comes walking out the back with a Pikmin 4 poster, which would have been my first choice, but whatever, I'll take it. So am I giving you advice to check out GameStop for free posters? Yeah, I am. And a little inside tip for you, check it out on Fridays. Apparently that's when they set up their new stuff, so that's your best bet.
And bonus opportunities. Be a part of one of the cleanest teams in Huntsville, the All Clean Team.
The Sega Genesis didn't include a console, controller, connections, or the game, but that's all cool. It has its box insert, all bags, and paperwork. Check it out. It's all here. It's all there. And I know I can complete this very easily, perhaps even this video. But before we can do that, we gotta make our way to the Franklin Flea Market. We picked up Fossil Fighter Champions on the DS. Unfortunately, was missing its game. It's a bummer, I know, so just case and manual. NBA Hang Time on the N64, which is missing its cardboard insert, and Paper Mario on the Wii. That is still all for $10. My boy's selling the sealed Xbox games, wanted 15 each, so I only picked up Blood Rain 2 and Gun Griffin. But everything worked out because there was another vendor there selling video games that we did a little trading with. We traded Paper Mario for a cardboard insert for NBA Hang Time. Cool, now that game's complete. But we're not done yet. I traded Gun Griffin Sealed and Fossil Fighters Champions case and manual for a manual for Fatal Frame 2. Why, you ask? Because it's a rare game. It was a good opportunity to pick it up, and I needed it. If you're an OG subscriber of the channel, you know once upon a time I teased to pick up a Silent Hill and many more. Well, these two games came from the same pickup, and that video will be dropping this Halloween. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be crazy! But before we can do that, I got another flea market to go to tomorrow morning. Let's go!
Ay, coffee. Oh, like the coffee.
Oh, baby, finally, my first Funtastic N64 pickup. Mwah!
4 weeks.
So we paid $30 for that total consoles, including a ragged out PS1, an Atari 2600, and you saw it, baby, my second Funtastic N64 Fire Orange. This is actually the board out of the Funtastic N64. I have it installed into this black shell to resell at a discounted price. You can see the controller ports are damaged, and there's rust on the board. However, it still all works. I just think we can do better for a Funtastic N64. Alright, so we found a Nintendo 64 for $10 with a memory expansion pack inside, but more importantly, it has the motherboard I need to replace the one in the Funtastic N64. Now that the shell's been cleaned, it's time to reinstall the board. In 3, 2, 1. The only problem with changing boards from the Funtastic N64 is the board number. This was a later model, 08. It was in the Funtastic era. The model number 05, what we pulled out of the black N64, was a pre-model. It's only going to appeal and matter to a serious collector. Otherwise, it's the same thing.
I'm doing a retro giveaway.
Are you still watching? Have you subscribed yet? If not, here's my second chance to bribe you with the final and second giveaway of the video. Control Freaks, Call of Duty style for the Xbox Series S and Series X controller.
Play to the beat. Donkey Konga, only for Nintendo GameCube. Rated E for everyone.
Alright, baby, we picked up piece number 1, the console for a Genesis box. Yes! Bad news is those DS games had no games in them. Good news is Nano Assault and GTA Chinatown are worth more than the dollar I paid for them.
¿Sabes qué? Ni me había ayudado tanto. ¿Qué marca es? Esta es Power Stroke. $1 a piece. What are you doing, man? You got your balloon? No, you got your ball.
Finding bangers in the wild is always fun, especially one that you really want. For me, that's Mario RPG. It's one on my list. It's one I don't have. Super Nintendo's my jam. That's what I really want. With that said, I have to know, is this game real? I have to know if this game is real. There's 3 ways for us to tell if a Super Nintendo game is real or not. Number 1 is a drop test. Drop it from about 5 feet in the air, and the case doesn't crack, you at least know that part's real. Looking good. The game should have a temperature around 80 degrees while playing. 79, 78, looks good. The third and final way to tell whether the Super Nintendo game is real or not is to taste it. That's right, you heard me. See, the developers at Nintendo really love pizza, so they made the label taste like pepperoni pizza. Oh, yeah, it does. Now I'm hungry. Alright, I was just joking with you. Those aren't ways to really tell whether the Super Nintendo game is real or not. Let's take a look at a few ways to identify the authenticity of a game for real this time. One true way to tell whether a game is fake or not is to look at the label. If the coloring is off, it's probably fake, and also could say reproduction label around there. Another way is to look for a stamp. All real games are stamped in the rear of the cartridge. Of course, the best way to tell whether a game is real or not is to order your set of tools off Amazon or eBay. I've already removed these screws, so let's find out if she's real. Alright, it says Nintendo. We know it's real. Today's total value is near $2,200. And if you're not a member of Subscriber Plus, make sure to smash that subscribe button below and be part of our jackpot giveaway. First Class Trailer Trash thanking you for watching, and until that next video drops, out!
Revelations 1 isn't anything special. It's, more of the mid-range Resident Evil fare. But I'm a big fan of Revelations 2. The asymmetrical co-op really makes it a different experience, and you're playing as two different teams of characters throughout the story. When you're playing as Barry, you're teamed up with a young girl who can see the spirits and monsters that he can't, and it means you need that partner to do most of your combat. Then when you're playing as Claire, you're teamed up with Barry's daughter Moira. She's got a flashlight and can stun the monsters with it, but she cannot fight very much. And Claire's the only one with a gun on that team. It really makes for a very different kind of game, and if you're playing co-op, I highly recommend it. 5.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
I was just checking out the triggers. I'm just trying to find a game that uses the triggers real well, just to make sure the triggers.
I mean, the easy thing to do is just use a regular Game Boy game. Yeah, because
Don't you forget, you're my #1 customer.